Nathan stood before a blank canvas, the world around him fading into a blur as he poured his heart and soul into his art. With each stroke of the brush, vibrant colors splashed across the surface, reflecting the dreams of a young artist yearning for recognition and the chance to create. He was a dreamer, one who saw beauty in the mundane and had the extraordinary ability to transform it into something magical. His passion for art was not just an escape. It was a lifeline, a connection to the memories of his childhood spent in the warmth of his grandmother Ruth's embrace, surrounded by the myriad colors of her garden. It was in that very garden where he first learned to appreciate the delicate interplay of light and shadow, a lesson that would shape his artistic journey. Before we delve deeper into Nathan's story, I invite you to take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Your support means everything to us, and it's the only way to ensure that these beautiful tales of love, resilience, and inspiration reach more hearts. So please hit that subscribe button now. But as Nathan continued to paint, a shadow crept into his life, an unwelcome visitor that threatened to dim the vibrant colors of his future. Just days after receiving a life-changing scholarship to study in Paris, his lifelong dream, news arrived that would change everything. His beloved grandmother, Ruth, the very woman who had raised him, was diagnosed with a degenerative illness. The weight of the world settled on Nathan's shoulders, and for the first time, he felt the tug of responsibility pull him away from his passion. Ruth had always been his anchor, nurturing him through the storms of life since the loss of his parents. Her laughter echoed through their modest home, filling the air with warmth and comfort. But now, as he watched the light in her eyes flicker with uncertainty, Nathan knew that he could not abandon her in her time of need. The scholarship, a golden ticket to the life he had always dreamed of, suddenly felt like a chain that would bind him away from his grandmother, who had given him so much. As the days turned into weeks, Nathan found himself immersed in the demands of caregiving, navigating the complexities of his grandmother's illness while grappling with his own unfulfilled aspirations. He took on odd jobs, delivering groceries, painting houses, and even working at a local cafe, each task a reminder of the sacrifices he was making. His heart ached with the burden of lost potential, yet he pressed on, fueled by the love he had for Ruth and the determination to keep her spirits high. Ruth, on the other hand, watched her grandson with a heavy heart. She could see the flicker of his dreams dimming, and guilt gnawed at her insides. The sacrifices he made were not lost on her. It was a painful reminder of the price of love. She often lay awake at night, reminiscing about the days when Nathan would sit at her kitchen table, sketching his dreams, the light of possibility shining brightly in his eyes. Now, that light was overshadowed by worry and exhaustion. Determined to make things right, Ruth began to hatch a secret plan. She wanted to give Nathan a chance to shine, to show him that love could take many forms, even in the face of adversity. Late at night, when Nathan was fast asleep, she reached out to friends and neighbors, gathering support for a community art show dedicated to her grandson's work. She envisioned a space filled with colors, laughter, and the joy of creation, a celebration of Nathan's talent that could reignite the spark of his dreams. As the weeks passed, Nathan continued to juggle his responsibilities, often losing himself in the rhythm of his work. Painting had become a solace, a fleeting escape from the reality that loomed over him. Yet, the art he created lacked the vibrancy it once had. It was as though the colors on his palette had dulled, mirroring the uncertainty that filled his heart. Each day, he plucked the courage to face the realities of their situation. But deep inside, he felt a yearning for the recognition he had once dreamed of. Ruth, however, was determined to ensure that the light of Nathan's talent could shine once more. She worked tirelessly, enlisting local artists and community members to help organize the event. As the date approached, she felt a mixture of excitement and trepidation. Would Nathan appreciate her efforts? Would the community embrace his art? These questions danced in her mind as she imagined the look on his face when he would walk into a room filled with his creations. On the day of the art show, the gallery buzzed with energy. Colorful banners adorned the walls, and the air was filled with the mingling scents of fresh paint and blooming flowers. Ruth stood at the entrance, her heart racing as she welcomed attendees with a smile that masked her nerves. She had poured her heart into this event, hoping to create a space where Nathan could rediscover his passion and pride. As Nathan arrived, he was taken aback by the vibrant atmosphere. People mingled amongst the art he had created, commenting on the pieces that had once been mere expressions of his inner world. Confusion washed over him as he realized that this was no ordinary gathering. It was a celebration of his journey, his struggles, and his resilience. With every step he took into the gallery, a flicker of hope ignited within him, battling the shadows of doubt that had clouded his heart. Ruth, watching from a distance, felt tears prick at her eyes. She had done this for him, to remind him that even in difficult times, love could forge paths to unexpected places. As Nathan began to engage with the attendees, sharing the stories behind his art, Ruth's heart swelled with pride. She saw the spark return to his eyes, the thrill of connection and appreciation washing over him. In that moment, she knew she had made the right choice. The evening unfolded in a beautiful tapestry of laughter, stories, and shared moments, each one a testament to the bond between grandmother and grandson. Nathan's art resonated with people in ways he had never anticipated, and the admiration they expressed breathed life back into his dreams. As the night wore on, Ruth felt a sense of peace wash over her. She had given Nathan a chance to reclaim his passion, to remind him that he was not alone in this journey. In the midst of the celebration, whispers of admiration turned into discussions about his future. Local art enthusiasts marveled at his talent, and soon, prominent figures in the art community began to take notice. Ruth's heart raced as she overheard conversations about scholarships and mentorships, the very opportunities she had envisioned for Nathan. The world was beginning to open up for him again. As the night came to a close, Nathan stood before a gathering of friends and supporters, his heart swelling with gratitude. He glanced over at Ruth, who stood beaming with pride, her frail frame illuminated by the warmth of the moment. He felt an overwhelming wave of love for the woman who had sacrificed everything for him, the woman who had given him the strength to chase his dreams. In that instant, he realized that love could indeed be a powerful catalyst for change, a force that could mend the fractures of loss and uncertainty. The evening marked a turning point in their lives, a moment that would resonate far beyond the walls of the gallery. Nathan felt a renewed sense of purpose, and Ruth, despite her challenges, found solace in knowing that her grandson's dreams were still alive. As they embraced amidst the laughter and applause, both knew that this was just the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with hope, love, and the promise of dreams yet to come. Nathan stood before a gathering of friends and supporters, gratitude swelling within him like the tide. His heart raced, and he felt an electric charge in the air, a palpable energy that connected everyone in the room. The twinkling fairy lights overhead seemed to shimmer in celebration, reflecting the warmth of the moment shared. As he caught Ruth's eye, he could see the pride etched on her face, a testament to her unwavering love and the sacrifices she had made. Their bond, woven together by shared struggles, had blossomed into something beautiful. "Thank you all for coming tonight," Nathan began, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "This isn't just an exhibition of my work. It's a celebration of love, resilience, and the unwavering support of a remarkable woman, my grandmother Ruth." A wave of applause erupted, and Nathan felt a rush of warmth envelop him. He could feel the collective heartbeat of the community, their encouragement wrapping around him like a comforting embrace. As he spoke, Nathan shared stories behind each piece of art on display, narratives that had once been confined to the quiet corners of his mind. Each canvas held fragments of his journey, moments of joy, sorrow, and the bittersweet essence of life itself. He recounted the late nights spent sketching in the garden, the fragrance of blooming flowers mingling with the scent of paint, a world created from love and loss, where every stroke of the brush became a testament to his grandmother's faith in him. Ruth listened intently, her heart swelling with pride as she absorbed the stories that flowed from Nathan's lips. She marveled at how he had transformed his pain into art, how he had navigated the complexities of life with such grace. The room was filled with laughter and tears, a beautiful tapestry of emotions that resonated deeply with everyone present. Amidst the crowd, art enthusiasts discussed his work animatedly, their voices blending into a symphony of admiration. A local gallery owner, intrigued by Nathan's unique style, approached him with an offer to feature his art in an upcoming showcase. Nathan's breath hitched in his throat as he realized how quickly things were changing. Hope flickered like a candle in the dark, illuminating a path he had almost forgotten existed. As the night wore on, Nathan felt the weight of his decision. His choice to forego his scholarship for Ruth began to lift. The pain of sacrifice transformed into a source of strength, a reminder that sometimes love called for difficult choices. The community's support reinvigorated his spirit, igniting a fire within him that he thought had been extinguished. Ruth, meanwhile, watched her grandson with a heart full of love and admiration. She knew that the road ahead would not always be smooth, that challenges still lay in wait. Yet, she felt a surge of hope for Nathan, a belief that he could still chase his dreams while balancing the responsibilities that life had placed on him. She had witnessed his resilience, how he had taken each setback and turned it into a stepping stone. As the evening drew to a close, a local journalist approached Nathan, intrigued by the buzz surrounding his work. "I'd love to do a feature on you for the community arts section," she said, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "Your story is inspiring, and I believe it deserves to be shared with a wider audience." Nathan felt his heart race again, this time not from fear, but from excitement. The thought of sharing his journey, of reaching others who might find solace in his art, filled him with a renewed sense of purpose. "Thank you," he replied, his voice steady. "I'd be honored." As the crowd began to disperse, Nathan turned to find Ruth standing nearby, her eyes glistening with tears. "You did it, Nathan," she said, her voice choked with emotion. "You've shown everyone your heart." He stepped closer, enveloping her in a warm embrace. "I couldn't have done it without you, Grandma. You've always believed in me, even when I doubted myself." Ruth held him tightly, feeling the strength of their bond. "You have a gift, Nathan. Always remember that your dreams matter, and they are worth pursuing." With those words, Nathan felt the weight of his dreams shift once more. He could sense that this moment was a catalyst for change, a turning point that would propel him forward as he navigated the complexities of his responsibilities while embracing his passion for art. The possibilities felt endless, and as he looked into Ruth's eyes, he knew that together they would face whatever came next. In the following weeks, the community art show became a springboard for Nathan's career. The article published by the local journalist garnered attention, leading to interviews, offers to showcase his artwork, and connections with other artists. Each opportunity rekindled the fire within him, reminding him that he was not just a caregiver or a painter. He was a creator, a storyteller whose voice deserved to be heard. Despite the whirlwind of activity, Nathan remained grounded in his commitment to Ruth. He balanced his newfound opportunities with his responsibilities, ensuring that she was cared for and supported. Their days were filled with laughter, shared art projects, and long conversations about dreams and aspirations. Nathan even found ways to incorporate Ruth's love for gardening into his work, painting scenes inspired by the vibrant blooms that surrounded their home. Ruth thrived in this atmosphere of creativity, her spirits lifted by the joy she saw in Nathan. She became his biggest cheerleader, encouraging him to explore new techniques and styles, pushing him to embrace the full range of his artistic abilities. Their connection deepened, a bond forged in love and understanding, reminding them both that they were in this journey together. Yet, as Ruth's health began to decline, Nathan felt an all-too-familiar weight settle on his shoulders. Moments of joy were often tinged with the specter of loss, a reminder that the clock was ticking. He found himself torn between the urgency of his dreams and the reality of his grandmother's condition. Each visit to the doctor brought new challenges, and with each passing day, he could see the vibrant spark in Ruth's eyes fading. One evening, as they sat together in the garden, Nathan painted while Ruth leaned back in her chair, a soft smile on her face. "You know, Nathan," she said, her voice gentle. "You have a gift that can touch souls. Don't let anything hold you back. Promise me that you'll chase your dreams, no matter what." Tears stung Nathan's eyes as he set down his brush. "I promise, Grandma, but I can't help but worry about you." Ruth reached for his hand, her grip warm and steady. "You've already given me so much, my dear. You filled my days with laughter and love. I want you to live fully, to create without the weight of my illness hanging over you." In that moment, Nathan understood the depth of her love. Ruth's desire for him to thrive mirrored his own for her well-being. He felt a surge of determination. If he could balance both worlds, his art and his commitment to caring for her, then perhaps they could navigate this difficult path together. As the days turned into weeks, Nathan poured his heart into each stroke of the brush, creating pieces that spoke of their journey, the bittersweet beauty of love intertwined with loss. Each canvas became a tribute to Ruth, a testament to her strength and unwavering support. He began to share snippets of his art on social media, reaching a wider audience and inspiring others with stories of resilience. Through all of it, Nathan remained vigilant, ensuring that Ruth had everything she needed. He balanced caregiving with artistic pursuits, creating a rhythm that allowed him to honor both his passions. And as Ruth watched her grandson thrive, she felt a sense of peace. She realized that her legacy would not just be her sacrifices, but also the vibrant life that Nathan was creating, one filled with love, hope, and the courage to dream. This dance of life, filled with its highs and lows, was a beautiful tapestry woven together by their love. They had both learned that while sacrifice was a part of love, it was equally important to embrace the beauty of dreams and aspirations. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow across the garden, Nathan felt the warmth of possibility surrounding him. With Ruth by his side, he knew that their journey was far from over. If this story is touching your heart, make sure to comment from where you are hearing this amazing story. Your voice matters, and we'd love to hear your thoughts as we continue to weave this tale of love and resilience together. With renewed hope, Nathan looked to the future, ready to embrace whatever came next, knowing that he carried the spirit of his grandmother in every brushstroke he painted, every canvas he created. Together, they would navigate the complexities of life, celebrating love and art, dreams and reality, each day a testament to their enduring bond. The vibrant colors of their journey would continue to unfold, a reflection of their love, resilience, and the unbreakable spirit that defined them both. One crisp afternoon, Nathan received a call that would alter the course of his artistic journey yet again. A renowned art school in Paris had seen his work featured in the local magazine and was interested in offering him a full scholarship. The news sent waves of exhilaration coursing through him, yet it was quickly tempered by the weight of responsibility that hung in the balance. He paced the small living room, the walls adorned with his art, each piece a reminder of the journey he had shared with Ruth. Ruth, sensing his agitation, looked up from her favorite armchair, a patchwork quilt draped across her lap. "What's troubling you, Nathan?" Her voice was soft, yet it held a wisdom that had always guided him. He hesitated, torn between the joy of the opportunity and the dread of leaving her behind. "Grandma, they want me to come to Paris. It's everything I've ever dreamed of, but I don't want to leave you." Ruth's expression softened, and she beckoned him closer. "Oh, my dear, you must go. This is your chance to soar, to embrace your dreams. I've always wanted that for you. You deserve it." Her eyes shone with sincerity, and Nathan could see the pride reflected in them. "But what about you?" he asked, his voice breaking. "I'm afraid of what might happen if I'm not here." Ruth took his hands in hers, her grip steady and reassuring. "You have to trust that I'll be okay. I've lived a full life, Nathan, filled with love and beauty. It's time for you to create your own path. I will always be with you in spirit, cheering you on." Her words struck a chord deep within him, igniting a flicker of hope that had been obscured by worry. Nathan realized that her desire for him to thrive was greater than his fear of leaving her side. With a heavy heart, he nodded, feeling the weight of her love surrounding him like a warm embrace. As the weeks passed, preparations for his departure began in earnest. Nathan's art flourished as he poured his emotions into every canvas, capturing the essence of his relationship with Ruth. He painted a piece that depicted their garden at sunset, the colors swirling in a vibrant display of love and resilience. It became a symbol of his journey, a reminder of where he came from and the dreams he was about to chase. On the day he was set to leave for Paris, the air was thick with emotion. Nathan stood in front of Ruth, who wore a bright smile despite the tears glistening in her eyes. "Remember, Nathan," she said, her voice steady, "this is not goodbye. It's a new beginning for both of us." He hugged her tightly, feeling her warmth seep into his bones. "I'll make you proud, Grandma. I promise to carry you with me in everything I do." With a last lingering look at their home, he stepped out into the world ahead of him, the promise of new adventures beckoning. The flight to Paris was filled with anticipation and a tinge of sadness, yet Nathan fell. Ruth's love buoying him, lifting him higher as he embarked on this new chapter. In Paris, the city of lights welcomed him with open arms. The streets were alive with creativity, and Nathan found inspiration at every turn. He immersed himself in his studies, surrounded by fellow artists who ignited his passion anew. The vibrancy of the city echoed the colors of his heart, and he felt alive in ways he had never imagined. Yet, even amidst the exhilaration, Nathan carried Ruth with him, her laughter, her lessons, and the love that had shaped him. He often found himself painting late into the night, his brush strokes echoing the memories of their garden, the colors dancing in a symphony of love and longing. Each piece was imbued with her spirit, a testament to the bond that transcended distance. As the months rolled by, Nathan's work began to gain recognition. He found himself invited to showcase his art in local galleries, each exhibit a celebration of his journey and a tribute to the woman who had given him everything. With each success, he felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude for Ruth, who had inspired him to chase his dreams despite the sacrifices made along the way. One fateful evening, Nathan received a call that sent a thrill of excitement rushing through him. His work had been selected for an international art exhibition, and he would have the opportunity to showcase alongside some of the most talented artists from around the globe. He could hardly contain his joy, envisioning the moment he would stand before his art, knowing that Ruth was there in spirit, proud of all he had accomplished. As the day of the exhibition approached, Nathan poured himself into the final preparations. He painted a piece that embodied not just his journey, but also the love that had propelled him forward. It depicted a vibrant garden bathed in golden light, each flower a representation of the moments he had shared with Ruth. He titled it Roots of Love, a tribute to the foundation she had provided. Finally, the night of the exhibition arrived, and the gallery buzzed with energy and excitement. Nathan stood amidst the throngs of art enthusiasts, his heart racing as he watched people marvel at his work. The painting Roots of Love drew attention, its colors captivating the audience. He felt a surge of pride as he recounted the story behind the piece, the love and sacrifice that had shaped his path. As the evening progressed, Nathan spotted a familiar face in the crowd. A woman approached him, her eyes shining with admiration. "Your work is stunning," she said, her voice warm. "I'm an art director from a prestigious gallery in New York, and I'd love to discuss future opportunities with you." Nathan's breath caught in his throat. This was the validation he had longed for, a chance to take his art to new heights. "Thank you so much," he replied, his heart swelling with gratitude. "I would love to." As the night drew to a close, Nathan felt an overwhelming sense of fulfillment. He had achieved something that had once seemed impossible, and he knew he owed it all to Ruth's unwavering love and belief in him. He could almost hear her laughter, feel her presence guiding him through every step of this journey. Back home, Ruth sat in her favorite chair, a soft smile gracing her face as she watched the sunset paint the sky in hues of gold and pink. She had followed Nathan's journey through every letter and phone call, her heart swelling with pride for the man he was becoming. Though her body was frail, her spirit soared with joy, knowing that her sacrifices had paved the way for his dreams. As Nathan returned to his studio in Paris, he picked up the phone and dialed Ruth's number, his heart racing with excitement. "Grandma, you won't believe what just happened." Their laughter filled the space between them, a beautiful connection that transcended miles. Nathan shared every detail of the exhibition, the offers pouring in, and the bright future that lay ahead. Ruth listened intently, her heart brimming with love and pride for her grandson. "I knew you could do it, Nathan," she said, her voice filled with warmth. "Your talent deserves to be celebrated, and I will always be cheering you on." In that moment, Nathan understood that their love had created a legacy, a beautiful tapestry of dreams, sacrifices, and unwavering support. As he gazed out at the Parisian skyline, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. He would continue to create, to share his art with the world, and to honor the love that had shaped him into the artist he had become. And so, with Ruth's spirit guiding him, Nathan soared to new heights, his dreams unfolding like the petals of a flower, vibrant and alive. Every canvas he painted, every story he shared, became a testament to their bond, an enduring reminder that love, in all its forms, had the power to transform lives. Together, they had turned sacrifice into strength, dreams into reality, and love into an everlasting legacy that would echo through the ages.